as we have been discussing this nitidhyasana phalam, one of the most important things that we discussed, that nitidhyasanam phalam will give akrutima ananda. And when it gives akrutima ananda, that means the ananda that is not created. And because it is not created, it is natural to myself. That means in reality, nitidhyasanam does not give anything. It only helps you to recognize yourself, to accept yourself as you are. So only swabha, only your nature is being established. It is exactly like that when there is a lot of dirt in the mirror and you take the help of cloth to clean, and because you clean, your reflection is clearly visible. It is not that cloth gives you your image or reflection. Cloth does not give anything. Cloth only removes the dirt that is on the surface of mirror. So once the dirt is being removed, the nature of the mirror is to reflect, and reflection takes place. So also nitidhyasana. But as you know, here the verse said, yehi vṛttiḥ vijānanti. So remember, vṛttiṁ here means jnānam ityartha. So this brahmaksha jnānam, aham brahman iti, aham brahma iti, I am brahman iti jnānam, it knowledge. So the one who vijānanti. So why it talks about vṛttiḥ? Very nice point to see instead of jnānam. Because remember, jnānam has to be in the form of cognitive, not jnānam to be in the form of practice, okay? I practice jnana yoga. You understand? Hey, remember, you cannot practice jnana yoga. Because jnanam cannot be practiced. So it has to be in the form of vṛtti, in the form of thought. So that's why allowing, encouraging, nourishing this vṛtti, as all of you know, it is exactly like seed. Suppose, let us say, aham brahmasmi, this jnanam, this vṛtti is exactly like a seed. If the land is fertile, one seed will start germinating or not? Definitely it will start germinating. Then of course you take care of later on. Suppose the land is like, literally a stone, completely stone, okay? Not barren land, stone, terrain. What will happen? So you put not one seed, this much seed, okay? So that seed will become fertilizer. You understand? Dried. Then again you keep pouring, putting seed. Finally you will discover this much seed will gather. So that on the top of a stone, that will become fertilizer. You understand? Soil and whatnot. Then when you put one or two seed, that will start germinating. Exactly like our mind. If the mind is well prepared, aham brahmasmi, in one time Shravanam is more than enough. But the problem is nothing enters, okay? We are stone-headed fellow, okay? So when we are stone-headed fellow, that's why pauna punyena Shravanam kuryat, may you listen to again and again. Let something enter, okay? And of course, while Shravanam, there is mananam and nitidhyasanam. That is most important thing, okay? Don't separate. Oh, first I completed my Shravanam, then I have to do mananam, then later on I have to do nitidhyasanam. Then you become a holy cow, okay? So we don't believe in this holy cow concept, okay? Chewing concept. However, yehi vṛttiḥ vijānanti, jñātvāpi vardhayanti. So those people, so who indeed know that I am Brahman, this thought, having known this thing, they start nourishing further. So nourishing further means, remember, in here very carefully you use that when we get upadesham from Guru, and Shastra mainly. Remember, it is to be nourished. Why and how it is to be nourished? Because whenever any Upadesam is being given, two things going to happen. First thing is, immediate effect, immediate result would be some type of material benefit. I'll give you a beautiful example how this material benefit comes, okay? Brahmopadesha. So when these boys, when they got Brahmopadesha, they can remember. So Upanyanam time, okay? So when Brahmopadesam happens, so first thing they don't look at what Upadesha is being given. So how much gift I am going to get. Whether all the gifts to be deposited in my bank for my future usage or not, okay? Can you see? So immediate benefit. As it happens for every Upadesham, remember, there is immediate bhukti, material benefit. But if the person does not encourage but focuses on material benefit, then what will happen? Which is going to be talked. Definitely the person will not get mukti, the liberation. So it is a bondage. So that's why one has to be very careful. When any material benefit comes, not that we have to reject, but let it come and let it be useful, not that I have to depend upon it. So that's why he uses this word, yehi vṛttiṁ vijānanti jñātvāpi vardhayanti. That means those who encourage to nourish, those who really nourish it further, they are called virtuous people. Those people are called virtuous satpuruṣā iti. They are connected to Sat. That's why, and they are indeed blessed people. They dhanyā iti. So when they are blessed, definitely they will bless others. And they are bhuvanatraye, vāpi. What happens? Vandyās. So they are respected, and in fact they are supposed to be respected. Nothing much to talk. Let us go to next verse. Yeṣāṁ vṛttiḥ samāvṛddhā paripakvā ca sā punaḥ te vai sad brahmatāṁ te vai sad brahmatāṁ prāptā netare śabda vādinaḥ. Always Adi Shankaracharya makes sure as a teacher, he doesn't want to create any confusion. Sometimes when we look at any teaching, if we do not talk the possible obstacles, possible misunderstanding, that is not teaching. Like yesterday when this sunyata was being discussed, like I spoke about Buddhism, Buddhist, all these things. So some of you, why Swamiji is critical. Like, sometimes I bring my friend all the time, you understand. So why you people why Swamiji is critical? Look, I am not critical. This is the job of the teacher. To make sure that you don't have any biased idea about any concept. And moreover, when I look at all of you, because all teaching is related to a group of people. That's why this YouTube and other remote teaching doesn't work. When I am talking to you people, to be very honest, I am trying to see all of you. When I try to see all of you, what happens? Suppose I give a concept and you start rejecting. The moment you start rejecting, then what I do is, when you become defensive, then I start attacking more. Till your defensive attitude stops. And that is how the methodology of teaching is unfolded. Whereas if someone listens to this YouTube and other things, or even if our talk is uploaded, why he is critical of all-time Buddhism or our friend or whatever is happening to him? Because some of you are fond of Buddhism, some of you are friend of my friend, okay, you understand? So what can I do? So I cannot help you at all. So that's why my job is to hit again and again to make sure you don't like my friend, okay? Only I can like my friend, or you can like my friend, as long as that fellow is inside the pocket, okay? We love that fellow to be in the pocket, okay? You understand? The head is printed in the currency, okay? That's why, okay? Joke apart. Here, he says, Yeṣāṁ vṛttiḥ samāvṛddhā paripakvā. Yeṣāṁ, for whom sama means here, not here he says sama means samam brahma iti vṛtti, samāvṛddhā. So this vṛtti feminine, so that's why it takes samāvṛddhā. So this what happens? This samam brahmeti vṛtti, that knowledge, I am Brahman. So for whom? Vṛddhā. So vṛddhā means here vṛddha, not vṛddha, because sama, vṛtti, feminine, vṛddha. This has been developed cha, and paripakvā, also it has been assimilated. It has been, you can use the word literal translation digested. It is not digested, it is actually understood, assimilated. They were indeed called prāptā. So they are what prāptā? They have attained what? brahmatāṁ, the status of being Brahman. So that means they don't see any difference. Then he uses this word, netare. This is not for the case of others. And who are the itara people? Who are the other people? Śabda vādinaḥ. He uses this opposite part. That's why it states. Śabda vādinaḥ means those who are very well engaged in the words, not to artha vādinaḥ. That's why here is very clearly said. As you know, one traditional story we give that, very nice. A person, what happened, was having some parrots. And when he was having parrots, so he thought, make them free, and started teaching them. Hey, look, when I make you free, remember this point. What? If you see anywhere there is some food grains, be careful. And this parrot also started chanting, when you see the food grains, be careful. Even if you want to sit down, don't worry. Make sure that there is no other net or anything. They also started chanting. They mugged it up. Then of course if you see the net, that means you are caught. Then what you need to do? Together, don't try alone. Together you should start flying and uplift that whole net, then come away, fly away. Now what happens to the parrot? They have been, very nicely singing this song all the time. Then exactly when he freed, he thought, okay, I have done my job. Now they can escape, they can manage their life. Then they saw some grains and they are chanting, okay? If you seek the grains, never go there. And even if you go there, make sure there are no nets, nothing. Of course, make sure, yes, they are chanting and sad. And of course, they got caught. Then after that, again, we should all fly together. We should all fly together. We should all fly together. Do you know what happens, okay? How that happens? This is a beautiful traditional story we have. Same thing also, śabda vādinaḥ. Suddhosi, buddhosi, nityosi, characharosi. Do you know all this? What do you call it? Mano, buddhi, ahankara, chitta, nūnaṁ. nacha sotra, all these things, okay? Very nice to sing. And nowadays on Shivaratri day, people are singing, making a big farce, okay? And also somebody says now, it's a very unfortunate word in India. One fellow says on Shivaratri, made a Shivaratri as a money-making day. And he started saying that on Shivaratri day, Lord Shiva and Parvati got married. And people are quoting. Hey, please don't talk wrong things at least. You may be a big person. You may be an influencer person. Please don't influence people wrongly. It's wrong. However, so here he says, this śabda vādinaḥ, natu artha vādinaḥ. So they know the words, but they don't see the meaning of the words like the parrots. And they can really quote left, right. They can mesmerize. Same thing also, any student also can know everything. But when the meaning of the word is not understood, when it has not made as mine, that's why we say very carefully, you can see very bluntly, this much credit goes to Pujya Swamiji, I can openly say. Except our group, means disciple of Dayananda Saraswati. Any other group you look at, they each and every time they will highlight their guru. Without their guru photo, without their guru, our guru says see this thing, our guru says that. Everything goes around guru. Look at any organization. And when they see our Dayananda group without these sort of things, many people feel uncomfortable. Oh, you people don't respect to gurus. Because sometimes I get this feedback, okay? Please understand, who talks about father? Which son or child talks about father much? When you are useless and you are surviving with the father's money or father's name and fame. Get my point? If you are capable and better than your parents, is it necessary for you to name your father? In fact, your father should be named after you. You get my point? Oh, that person. Do you know? Look. Father should be, you are father of so and so. So also in Guru Sishya tradition, the person must be what? Recognized. Do you know? Okay, oh, that Guru. Oh, that means not disciple, I am disciple of so and so. In fact, people should say, oh, whose disciple he is? Okay, fine. So the student should be that big than the teacher. Then the teacher becomes happy. And this is the point when you become arthavādinaḥ, not śabdavādinaḥ. That's why we have a beautiful saying that the point we say that whether Ramakrishna Paramahansa was great or not, we do not know. But because he had a disciple called Vivekananda, because of Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahansa is considered as a big person, great person. Had Vivekananda posed some other person as his guru, that person also would have been now accepted by all of us as a great person or personality. Let us be practical. And that can happen only when I become arthavādin, not śabdavādin. And Adi Shankaracharya is very careful in this regard that never engross yourself with the words. Try to understand it. And once you start understanding it, definitely you will discover that you are not different from the word that you are entertaining. That I am Brahma, it starts resonating in me because I see, I understand what I am speaking. Continuing. Kuśalā brahma vārṭāyāṁ vṛttihīnāḥ surāgiṇaḥ tepyajñānatayā nūnaṁ punarāyānti yānti ca. Then he says, look, there are another group. First group said what? They are śabda. But second group is Kuśalā brahma vārṭāyāṁ. They are very good, Kuśalā, proficient, giving discourse on Brahman, Brahma Vidya. From this Upanishad, that Upanishad, this Sutra, that Sutra, this Smriti, that Smriti. They are Kuśalā. They can mesmerize people. And interestingly he says, look, vṛttiḥ. So what is a vṛttiḥ? Vṛtti means, don't say literal translation. Vṛtti means thought. So free from all thoughts. No, okay. Vṛtti means jñāna. That's why I use the word. Here vṛtti is being taken with our reference to jnanam iti. So jnana or brahmaksya vṛttiḥ. That's also okay. That aham brahma iti, that vṛttiḥ. Or in short, you can say, without understanding of the meaning of the words. If you take a literal vṛttiḥ, so they are free from all the thoughts, devoid of thoughts. Fantastic. So meaning goes completely other way around. But he says, look, so these people are very well versed. They can explain many things about Brahman in details. Maybe they can make others to understand, possible. That is also capable, that he doesn't talk, possible. But they are called surāgiṇaḥ. It's a very nice word he uses. Not ordinary ragiṇaḥ, surāgiṇaḥ. So ragiṇaḥ means the one who has got raga, also dvesha. The one who is endowed with likes and dislikes. And su means well. The one who is well attached to one's own likes and dislikes, one's own preferences. Everything is perfect, but whatever my likes and dislikes must be taken care. Like, before coming for discourse, first let us discuss how much dakshina I am going to get. If dakshina is not being fixed, sorry, I am not interested to come for discourse. Because I have a troupe, musician, this, that, light, stage, lot of things they have to manage. It's not a joke. And I have ashram setups to run. That's why let me first fix dakshina. Then only I'll think of. Hey, there are groups, okay? Don't worry. And I remember, I don't want to say, but there is a big Swami in India, very well popular. When he used to, because he used to give discourse those days against, multinational products. And I am not telling you jokes. Whoever will call him, one book, printed book, this much, this fat, will be handed over. Starting from airport, how to receive, how many vehicles should be there, what are the vehicles should be there. Then which room he will stay, what AC. And all AC, no Indian product AC, okay? All should be multinational AC, okay? Companies. This fact. In fact, how I came to know, so he was called in one place. Unfortunately, they did not fix that AC. He got crazy. A new brand AC has to be fixed. And he went crazy. He said, I am leaving. I cannot. Then they had to pacify him. Okay, things were differently altogether. And he's very well famous, okay? I don't want to name, okay? This is the other secret thing to know. How they talk outwardly and what are they inside. But when you see the outside world, so nice, so great, so good, must be great. We all are brainwashed, okay? However, he says, vṛttiḥ surāgiṇaḥ te api jñānatayā. He says, look, what happens? Nūnaṁ, surely, api also, āyānti cha yānti punaḥ ajñānatayā. Because of ajñānatayā, due to their ignorance, because of ignorance, what happens? Te āyānti, surely, nūnaṁ, surely, they āyānti. Āyānti means come, means they come back. Go, yānti, go. That means what? For them, life and death is must. So that means they have not understood. So they are caught still in the samsara chakra. The cycle of samsara still is continuing, but definitely they will have better life. He has not talked, but here the point is very clear. They don't get nididhyasana phalam, because there is no nididhyasanam. So that's why when you do nididhyasanam, then only the phalam will come to you. Then he says, look, let us read next. Nimeṣārdhaṁ na tiṣṭhanti vṛttiṁ brahmamayim vina yatha tiṣṭhanti brahmadyās sanakadyah shukādayah. Now he tries to say, then how to do this nididhyasana? He says, look, nididhyasanam to be done every moment. Even if we start blinking our eyes, very nicely they say, that even if during blinking the eyes, which is what we call as, inevitable action that happens, unintentionally that happens, during that time one has to be aware of it. And taking this sort of verses or this sort of understanding, so there was one person in India who also equally became very famous all over the world. So he said, whoever does not blink the eyes, that person is enlightened. Then do you know what you do? Fix it. And that fellow really, when he talks, when you sleep properly, long time, and very good, you get up, tired, exhausted, you also, your eyes will not fall close, okay? After a long time, 10 minutes you can. There are different people, okay? And some places somebody said, in fact, one of our Swami was crazy, because he must be reading that fellow, okay? Without reading, you cannot. If you don't dream, you are an enlightened person. And one Swami is saying, I have not dreamt. After studied under Puja Swamiji, I stopped dreaming. I wanted to tell, yes, you stopped dreaming, but you made others to dream, okay? So we have different types of people, okay? So here this point is being, it's not like that. He says, Nimeṣārdhaṁ na tiṣṭhanti vṛttiṁ brahmamayim vina. Even if for an instant, for a second, na tiṣṭhati, who are sadhakas, or those who are doing nididhyasanam, or you can say seeker, or brahmavadin, or those who are doing nididhyasanam, na tiṣṭhanti, do not remain, Nimeṣārdhaṁ, ardham nimesham, even if half an instant. That's why I say blinking the eyes. That moment. Vina brahmamayi vṛttiṁ. Without this vṛttiṁ called Brahman thought. I am Brahmaniti. That's that. That's why he says, he gives the example. So he says, look, Brahmadyās, like Brahma Adi. So he takes first gods. Brahmaji, Indra, and other gods. Also they do nididhyasana. In fact, if you see, that time Indra goes other way around when he stops nididhyasana. The moment he does nididhyasana, again he comes back to normal sense. So he fluctuates with reference to his position the moment he is away from nididhyasana. Very nice aspect you can look at in Purana. And not only that, another point, he says, look, apart from Brahma, Brahmaji, etc., all the goddess, Sanakadyaha. So these 4 celestials, also Narada can be taken in that also. All the celestial rishis. So Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanatkumara, Sanatana iti, those 4 plus Narada. So they come under celestial rishis. All the time they are also busy in nididhyasana. That's why they are enjoying their life. And also there are rishis, those who are born. So this with human birth. And topmost he gives the example, Shukadaya. Shuka, the son of Vyasa, and of Vyasacharya, and all Saptarshi, and all other rishis, Vasishtadi, Janakadaya, different occasions we talk differently. What he wants to communicate? Says that, look, everybody has to do nididhyasana. Because it is exactly the moment my indriyas, my sense organs are keeping in contact with sense objects, it will attract some type of malam. Remember, this is the most important aspect. It is not that I am already पहुंच गया महात्मा, already I am, enlightened, for me nothing to be done, to bless. Please, it doesn't work. Here is being said that the moment anybody's sense organs comes in contact with sense objects, from there some type of malam will come to the person. So malam means impurities. If the person is not taking care of that malam then and there, that malam will slowly settle down in the person. With this I'll say how. We have this concept in the temple. That's why I say when you become religious, and being religious, when you look at Vedanta, you look at entirely differently. The approach towards Vedanta is different. How? Especially when we do this abhishekam to any deity. Abhishekam means pouring water and other dravyas to the deity. After every abhishekam, we show the camphor arati. Make sure camphor arati is there. Do you know why? Because when we pour any dravyam, the gross part of that dravyam also is there with the deity. And to remove the gross part of that dravyam, we show the karpura arati, to make sure that the grossness should not be with the deity. What a concept. So that's why including after, prasadam, after offering the food, even though God does not take, but what does God do? God takes granam, that agranam is being done, okay? That's why when if you smell something, that cannot be offered to the God. That's why flower not to be smelled. You cannot smell flower. Then you offer to God. That's why once you smell, after smelling, you should not give to a person also a flower. Once you smell, that means what? Already it is used by you. So you are giving used things to others. A fruit, you should not, smell and give to somebody. Oh, please take it. That is not accepted. That's why in India we all are going crazy with the Muslims. Why? Now they are spitting and started selling it. It's a very sad part in India going on, very badly. Okay, earlier we did not know because nowadays of this camera, everybody has got camera. So now we are coming to know all these things. So that is not acceptable. So coming back to the point here, that how we take care of the subtle part, removing the grossness of the deity through different ways, different means. That's why when we try to do abhishekam, there is from grossness to subtle and last moment with water and final abhishekam has to be done. So there is logic to make sure that the grossness of any dravyam must not affect the deity. So also when we start perceiving the world through our sense organs, definitely we will start getting their gunas, dravya gunas will come to us. Both dosham and gunam will come to us. And these doshas can be removed, can be nullified, can be managed through nididhyasanam. That's why they say, if you cannot do this way, then better not to engage too much with the world. That's why all these Mat Swamijis, whether Shankaracharya and other people, they make sure their periphery, wherever they move, their periphery is protected. Not they are orthodox, not they are showing up, it's not like that. They make sure that their sense organs are not interacting with people unnecessarily, so that they don't have to waste much time in working with them, so that they are available for the society. More of it we'll see.